Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Farmville. So, we then have to sort of decide where the balance lies. Do I remove the trees with a machine that instantly wood chips them and sell those wood chips? Wood chips at the moment. Let's have a look at what the prices are for those, and this is going to give us a better idea of whether or not this is a good balanced decision. It's 876 per 1,000 litres, and you can get 10 to 15,000 from a tree, so we could be looking at close to 10,000 euros worth of wood chips per tree, which is a lot of money. That seems like a lot of money coming in for not a lot of work, which is why I'm kind of not so keen on this idea. But I would love to hear your thoughts on this. So again, comment section, and do let me know what you think you would like to see on this one, because yeah, I'm genuinely torn on this. I'm really not sure if it's good or bad for us to be actually turning it into wood chips. I'm kind of thinking that just, you know, removing the trees as we have been doing instead of physically working the trees would be a better option, and because I don't want this series really being about forestry. I'm going to do a series in the future, probably be the next one after this, where we will be doing a bit more forestry, and the trees that we remove we will have to do as we've done in previous ones, where we actually cut the trees down ourselves and we sell them. But I didn't really want to be doing very much of that in this series. I've done all the bits around the edge that we need to do, and I'm just finishing off creating the new field here on these strips on this side, and then I will let the hired help carry on. While the hired help carries on, this hired help can work right the way through the winter. We will then dance ourselves over to the heating plant, and we'll take a look there. And there's also a hay turner that we want to collect from the dealership, which we will also do. Once I have collected that one and taken that one back to the yard, the only other thing really that I want to do, I think, is get a new combine, because I did like, you know, I like the combine that we started off with, and I think it's nice, but it is very, very loud, and I've been thinking about this a bit, as whether or not I want to keep it for another season, and I kind of like the idea of keeping it for a season, because, you know, it feels like we've not really used it much. We've only done 2 fields with it, but at the same time, it probably would be better because it's, you know, deafeningly loud, and it has been pointed out that you've got an awful job to hear me over the combine. So I might actually do that this winter, get a new one, and we'll sell that old beastie, and, well, we'll just see where things take us, I guess. Hired help is now working. Slowly, slowly, ploughing up this field. Which is perfect. That's exactly what we want. Right, so next on the list, I'm going to take a hop, skip, and a jump from here over to the heating plant that we currently own up this way. We're going to see if the straw that is in there, there's probably an easier way to do this. Here, straw, 4,810. So there is some straw left in there. It'll be interesting to see if there is all of the straw left in there, or if like the bales in there, if they've not registered or something, because it does sometimes do things like that. If I can get in there, or if I can climb in. Okay, I can't get there from here. Trying to see if I can see bales in here. It doesn't look like there is any bales in there. That's what I want to do. I want to climb in here. It doesn't look like we got bales in here. I can't see any. Not clipping into any of them here. I can't get out of here. I'm stuck. I'm going to be turned into biomass. Okay, well, I'm already biomass. My biomass is going to be harvested and turned into electricity. That's horrifying. I don't want to go out that way. That is not the way that I want to go. Okay, so our noisy combine. I've thought about this. Yes, I'm going to get rid of the noisy combine. We don't have a corn header for this combine anyway, and we're going to want a corn header for our next harvest. So we will take this one back to the dealership, and we will sell this one, and then we're going to buy ourselves an upgraded combine. I'm not sure what it's going to be. And in actual fact, let's have a look here. Just a minute. So we've got the base game ones, and, you know, we think about something like that one, the New Holland, the CH770, or something like that. Definitely not going for one of the monster combines. We're not going to go up that big. And then I've got all kinds of mods in here. I don't really want to use one of the older ones. It'd be nice to have a nice shiny combine this time. So we've got this one right here. That's with free flow. I'm not really sure if there's any difference between these two in any way, shape, or form. So we've got like this Massey Ferguson combine right here, which is one that I haven't used in FS22 yet, but I have used in FS19, I think. And I've got some various different CLAAS combines of different types, some US colored ones, and then we've got the old CLAAS combines here, which is one of which I've got. Is this all from the same pack? That's edited by Stevie. CLAAS Dominator Pack, CLAAS Lexian 600 US Series mod, series from 2012 to 2020 mod. All right, so we've got CLAAS combines coming out of our ears here, all sorts of them. And then we've got some more old combines. Some John Deeres here. Various different types of John Deeres, although these are generally all quite big ones. That one's a smaller one. That's edited by Stevie, but we can just use that one for the colours. We can stick with the basics on it. So I'm going to sell the combine that I've got, and then I'm going to let you make some suggestions. Do we go with like one of these New Hollands here, a modded combine, something like that? I don't want to use Rossel Mash. I'm ruling that out this time. I've used those quite a bit. So we've got several different combines here and several different options. Get into the comment section if there is one in particular that you would like to see me use, and I will see about buying that one before next spring. If there isn't a particular favorite or anything like that, do we have a Fendt combine? We don't. If nothing stands out from the comments, I will probably go for either this Massey Ferguson Activa right here, which is 8,600 litres, and it has this 25-foot header on here, 7.6 metre header, which is pretty good. That's as big as that we're going to want to go on what we've got at the moment. Maybe we'll go a bit bigger later on with another upgrade, but I'm not really sure. Or I will go for one of these two, I'm thinking. We've got the New Holland right there. That one is recommending this 8.5 metre header. And the John Deere right there combination, that is a 7.6 metre header right there. So 3 combines around about the same size. I will pick one of them. I'm not sure which one. I might even do a dice roll on it. So just roll a d6 and 1 or 2 for the Massey Ferguson, 3 or 4 for the New Holland, 5 or 6 for the John Deere, because we're putting a lot of things to dice rolls in this game anyway, like with the special events and stuff like that. So it fits. It would be something that would be quite fitting, I think. But we'll see. We'll see. Some of you, that there may be a strong vote in favour of one or another in particular, in which case I will go for that one. I don't know if we're going to actually get to harvest time before... Did you really pull out in front of me and then stop? Yeah, I don't think you're getting the insurance money on that one, pal. Yeah, I'll see what the comments say, and if there's no defined winner on the comments, or you haven't suggested a combine that I really love the look of, then I will just go with the dice roll on one of those 3. Still need to come and get that hay turner, take it back to the farm, put it away in a shed somewhere. So there is our combine, freshly delivered. We didn't do very much with this combine, did we? But, well, that's all right. You know, we don't have to do loads with every single one. The header is going to be stuck out there in the middle of nowhere if I do it like this. So what I might actually need to do is unhitch the trailer there, then get the header on the front of the combine. It seems to be registered where it is. So I'll hook that one on there like that. That's the thing with this map, is we wouldn't really be able to use the really big machinery on this map. Like, it's just not going to physically fit. And I kind of like that. I do. Like, you know, it makes us think a little bit more about our choices, I think. Because we simply cannot fit the really huge machinery in anywhere. Right, let's go with that one. We will repaint that one. It's €11. And yes, we do turn that into a profit. This one right here, repaint and also repair for 1. There we go. And you, repaint and repair. Right. Now I will sell them all, so I will sell that one. 857. This one, 10,000. And this one, 68,760. Ooh, silence there when that one was sold. 79,727 euros has now come into our bank account. That puts us at 1.3 million. And yes, I'm aware that we have obscene amounts of money at the moment, but we will probably end up spending it. You know what I'm going to do? I'm not going to go and get the hay turner just yet. I'm going to sleep another night and just roll the time on. Oh, wait. Oh, I was waiting for the plant over there. All right, we'll sleep one more night, because I want to build a mill. That's one thing that I do actually want to get done, is a mill. The other crops that we've got, like the canola and that, some of you have said that you think that I should turn that into oil before I sell it. At the moment, I'm thinking, no, we won't do that. The idea of this series is we're supposed to be focused on the crops and not on the productions. And if I keep going with the production, so we're going to be, you know, doing some flour. We'll have a mill, but that's sort of going to be the thing that we do. So the mill. Some of you have said that you think I should do a mill and do cheese. Really, I'm not sure about that at the moment. That's something that I haven't yet decided on. That's definitely something that is up in the air and not yet confirmed one way or another. I've got no chickens yet. What? Oh, it was because that one's now finished, so I'll just deactivate that one. And I haven't got chickens because we don't have enough grain in storage to be able to even consider chickens at the moment. I am going to turn the lights on here and blind all the traffic as I go up the road, even though technically I shouldn't really be doing that. And we're going to rush time along so that we get a bit more daylight here. You know what? Let's just turn those lights off and then see the sunlight coming up. The sun rising up over there. That does look pretty awesome. There, you can just see the sun coming up now. I like that. I'm really starting to like this map as well. Like, it feels like... And yeah, the Alps map, I gotta be honest, I wasn't all that impressed with the Alps map to start with, but it's growing on me. And I mean, this is the actual Alps map itself, and I know that this isn't the Alps map. It's a different version, but it's clearly had the Alps map taken and used to create this one. I like this version of it, is what I'm trying to say. This one, it feels a lot more... I don't know what the word is, almost alive. Even though... Oops, okay, I went a little bit too fast there. Even though we've... You know, you had people and everything walking around, and let's be honest, the town here is not laid out that great, especially like this bit right here. It's almost feels like a bit of an afterthought. It's not laid out the best. But overall, the feel of this map for me is really nice. I really like it. There's something quite pleasant about it. It might just be because it's a small map. I do quite like small maps if they're well made. And this one does actually seem to be well made. To a point. Yes, there's issues with some of the fields and that. It's just... it's difficult to explain. There's errors on this map. With like the way the fields are shaped, where the roads are placed down. I'm having to go along and just smooth bits in the fields and that. And you shouldn't have to do that, right? There's no two ways about it. We shouldn't have to do things like that. But at the same time, the map still feels nice. I still really like the whole feel of this map and the look of it and that, and just the layout. It just feels like a pleasant environment, but I don't know why. It's really weird. I cannot explain it. Even though I've just tried for 5 minutes, I still can't explain it. So I've got no combine at the moment, which means that I've got some space in the shed over here. So I'm going to put this one in this shed over here. And that is where we're going to leave it. Put you back there, lower you down, and shut you off. Right, that is now all done. We have finished with the bioheating plant that we've got, which is actually over this way. There we go. This one is now done with, and I don't want to keep it. So I'm going to sell that one. That's 126,000. There we go. That's gone. There's nothing else in this area at the moment. We can keep the fence, but what I need to do now is build a mill in here. That's going to be the next thing. So I haven't actually decided what mill I'm going to use, so I need to go through this and pick something out. So I'm needing to decide whether I go for this one, which is the one I'm using in the time-lapse series. This one allows us to turn beans, canola, sunflowers, corn, as well as the other 4 basics into flour. So I could turn pretty much everything into flour through this mill. Kind of don't want to do that. That feels like it's going against the whole flavor of the series. And so the other option is that just go with a basic mill of some kind. There was one here, Old General Mill. Not that one. This one here, I quite like this one. This one feels like it would be a pretty cool one to have. We would, I guess, put it somewhere like that so you can see the front of it. However, I don't like the fact that it's such a small building. Like, I do really like this one, but it does feel like a bit of an excessively small building, which is what's kind of holding me back on that one. This is the EU Factories mod, which has the grain mill in it, and this one is actually the one that I prefer. It's slightly bigger than the other one, and it's sort of big enough that I think it fits in here. And then we've got a couple of options for how we tip things in. And what I'm thinking is we'll bring it over this way, and we'll put it more into this corner over here. And I'm not aligning it with the road. I'm doing that quite deliberately, because if I align it with the road, it's kind of out over that way. So I'm not going to align it. I'm going to plonk it back into that corner like that. Right there. So we've got the pallets will be placed out the front, and then let me switch into landscape. It's easier. The pallets will be placed out the front, and we go and tip our grain in there with our grain trailer, which I think is going to be absolutely perfect. Then we can go and gather up the pallets. We're able to drive in with our little trailer, and we can come on round and we can pick up the pallets from there, and then we can go and take them and sell them. Now, the other thing that I was wanting to do, let's go and have a look at our tractor that's doing the ploughing. It's decided he wants to stop for a minute. The other thing that I want to do is I want to be able to sell the things that we grow or do on the farm, but I want to be able to sell them easily. Now, flour and grain is fine. We take that into town and we sell it at the locations there. But things like milk and eggs is the sort of thing that you need to sell every day. So once we start producing those, I want to be able to sell them quickly, which means that I'm going to actually build a sell point close to the side of the road, and that is where we will do our selling. I'm actually thinking that we'll stick a sell point in beside the mill. It'll go to the opposite side of that enclosure there, and that will be where we can go and sell our milk and also our eggs, and we will do that every day. And because that's representing 1 month of production, because we're not going to be doing it. This isn't going to be a cheese farm. We're not making cheese or butter or anything in this farm. We're going to be, the mill is our production thing. That's the thing that we're going to do. We will be adding in the coffee. I did say about the coffee beans previously, and quite a few of you said, yes, we definitely need to have the coffee. You need to do the coffee. Please do the coffee for it. It won't be right if you don't do the coffee. So I'm kind of thinking that some of you want the coffee. In which case, okay, yep, fine, we'll do the coffee. I'm going to not start that yet. That's another thing that we will just wait a little while before we actually get going with. But I will do it. That is definitely on the to-do list. I think having coffee in here is going to be an excellent idea, and it's one that I wish to fully get on board with and start putting it into practice. So I'm just going to bring you over here like this, and I'm going to lower that one down there, move on a bit, and hired help can take over. Okay, that one's going to do that, and I'm going to take a hop, skip, and a jump out of there, and we're going to fast forward another... Oh, wait. Do I want to fast forward another month yet? So I got wheat, barley, oat, and sorghum right there. What have I got in storage? I have got oat and canola. So the oat that we've got in here, we should take that and we should sell it. This here is when you get the best prices right there. So we've got oat for there and we've got canola for December. So December, we will sell the canola. The oat at the moment, we want to run that over to the sawmill. So we're going to take this one. We're going to hitch on that trailer over there. So let's unhitch this. We get this trailer on, and we will take the little bit of oat that we've got, and we'll take it over to our new mill, and then that can be ground up. Because I believe flour, the best time to sell flour is in either... It's January. Right, so we've got 2 months. It should have processed everything, because there's only a little bit. We have not got very much. It should have processed that by the time we get to January. At least that's what I'm hoping. Let's bring you on round here, and we'll reverse in here. So we will, later on, be able to remove the fence line a little bit, change things around a bit, and we can... Let's do you here. Oat. We can basically have a circular route that we can drive in here if that's what we want to do. Right. I don't have a cover for this trailer. This trailer is coverless. A bit of a shame. It does mean that the oats are getting a bit damp, but that's actually alright. I've delivered grain in a rain before like this. It doesn't really cause a major problem. I mean, yeah, if it's absolutely hoofing it down and your journey is like 4 hours, then it's going to cause problems. But if it's just up the road like this, then it'll be fine. Although usually you would put a sheet on so that it wouldn't get rained on, but we don't have a sheet for an option in this. Which is very weird. I don't know why we don't have a sheet for an option. Let's bring you up to there. And our Carrot 140 TO, there we go. We have brought the first of our oats up to the mill. So we're going to take that one right there. That's 15 oats into 19 flour right there. And activate. That is now going to start turning that into that. We've started already. Excellent. So... thinking this side of the area we put a sell point. Now that I'm looking at it, I'm not sure that we're going to be able to fit it in very well. Not quite sure how we're going to do that. The flour, though, will not be sold here. The flour and the grain is stuff that we sell in town. That's going to be a thing, just a standard. Flour and all the crops will be sold in town. The sell point that we build here somewhere close to the farm is only going to be for eggs and milk, and it is to represent the fact that things like eggs and milk, you don't normally take those to a market yourself if you're a farmer, other than anything other than a very, very small scale like hobby farmer. As we're on a bigger scale here with this farm, it would be a rather unusual thing to be going and taking it ourselves. Someone would be coming and collecting it. The milk tanker would come along every other day and collect it, and eggs would be once every 2 or 3 days. The lorry would come in, pick up the eggs, and drive away with them, which is what we're going to be representing. So that will be a sell point here. The rest of it doesn't need. So we don't need to worry about the sell point until we have built, until we've got our animals and everything. So let's sleep for another night, and then we need a random event. I'll sit on the plow tractor while I do this. So we have 18 events. Let's roll the D20, and I've got number 15. What is number 15? Fire. Sell a machine to the store and buy it. Did I have that last time? Let me just roll that dice again and see if it comes up with 15 again. No, but it came up with a 12. Just wondering if this dice is not even. But 4 rolls and it's produced very different numbers. Okay, so that's just pure coincidence. Right, so I now have to find a random machine, sell it to the store, and buy it back. Which means that we want to go in here, and we go to our list of machinery, which we have right here. How many have I got now? I have exactly 20. Right, let's get that D20 again that I just had. Where have you gone? I've got a bag of dice here that it's in. Right, and I will roll that one. By the way, just in case you think that I'm not being accurate with this, I don't know if you can hear this. That was my bag of dice that I've got. D&D dice. Right, this time I have rolled a 12. I keep rolling 12s and 15. I got a feeling this dice might not be 15 again. 13, that's right next to... Yeah, I've got a feeling that this dice I've been using is slightly weighted poorly. Because the 12s and 15s keep coming up. So I'm just going to get a different one. I'm going to stick with the original that we had. I'm not going to change that one, but I just want to roll it again with some others and just see if I do get a proper random selection or if it was just me rolling badly. I don't know about that. Right. I've got a different one. I had a green dice. I've now got a purple one. I'm going to roll that one again. Unfortunately, folks, that is all we have got time for today. A massive thank you to everybody who has earned their way into the Great Book of Names. To find out some more details about all the names coming past, please head into the description and click on the link to the Discord. It's a link to another video. The link is on the other video. Please also consider checking out the links there for Nitrado, who provide gaming servers for games like Farming Simulator, Minecraft, Ark, and several others. And there's also Fanatical, who will help support your gaming habit by providing you with cheap games and also giving me a small commission on anything that you buy using my link. If you've enjoyed this particular video, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.